I'm Sam, and this is Amazing Travels. I have been gone a month, right? So long ago, it doesn't even feel like it. Had another amazing week. Kicked it off with a bike ride in the neighborhood with Ruth, my host mom. It was beautiful. I mean, we saw the Schienerberg and the Bodensee. She even took me to this lookout point, which was gorgeous. I got to see like the entire sea. Perfect day for it. It was really hot this week. We were sweating. I mean, sweating at dance practice. Why were we at dance practice, you ask? We had Sommerfest at CDC this week. So the Pepe Pellers had to put together our own little kind of show for everybody. We decided a dance translates to all languages. We chose Michael Jackson's Thriller and we did Avicii's Levels. It was a mashup of sorts. Thriller took a while for us to get it really down packed, but we succeeded, sort of. We performed first at CDC for all our classmates and our host families and everyone of our teachers basically, and everyone loved it. I mean, loved it. They asked for an encore, chanted for an encore in German, which was pretty sweet. Instead of doing an encore, we decided that the cha-cha slide and Cotton Eye Joe would be best. It was quite the scene watching all these people trying to do Cotton Eye Joe. Even watching me trying to do Cotton Eye Joe, which I had never done before. I missed a few steps. I missed a lot of steps. Might have added some. We were so pumped up from our performance that we decided, hey, we know the moves, we have the speakers, let's do a flash mob. We did 2 flash mobs. One by this very crowded bar and the other by the train station. People gathered, all right? Gathered. We decided we're gonna be a touring dance group. New song every week, you know, really impress the people out there. We kind of frightened people walking around the city that night after Sommerfest because we had our Thriller makeup on, you know, blood leaking out the side of the mouth, really darkened eyes. It was quite the show. People were watching us like, not only are they speaking English, but they also had this creepy makeup on their face. I had my meeting with the GIZ this week, was supposed to find out where I was gonna live and the university I was going to. They had nothing for me, nothing at all. For those of you that are interested, I did go on my date last week. It went fairly well. First date, dinner. Second date, we hopped on over to Switzerland. Sounds like it'd be cool, right? But you know what's even cooler? I didn't have my passport. So I could have potentially been stranded in Switzerland and have to kind of like float down the Rhine River in order to get back to Germany. Luckily, that did not happen. We had intercultural training on Friday from 9 to 6. Getting to know German culture a little bit and how we are basically never gonna make any friends because Germans are very close-knit in their friendships, which is wonderful, but you kind of have to like really break them down in order for these friendship things to happen. I think I'll be all right. Even if I make just one friend, please, just one. It's Avita's birthday weekend, so we went clubbing on Friday. We went to Blechnerei, which is in Konstanz. We went dancing a little bit, and by a little bit, I mean a lot of it, because we ended up taking the first train home the next morning at 5 in the morning. Had a lot of fun. We needed to break it down. It was about time, you know? A month later, I was needing to shake my butt a little bit. Yesterday, we went out for some drinks. Not before we were almost kidnapped by 20 young men that went to a soccer game with Ashley and Alyssa. Ashley pretty much picked me up and threw me into the crack between the train and the platform. Luckily, I did not fall. Thank you for not dropping me. I escaped the conductor and the train doors while Becca and Carly were pretty much kidnapped by these guys, going to Uberlingen to a beach party in the rain. They made it back home safely and we all had a drink at the Bahnhof bar. Today I went with Ruth and Becca to Meersburg, which was really pretty. Nice little town, had some currywurst, pommes frites. It's week 4. Week 5 can only be better, right? Here is a review of the week. Here's us at dance practice. As you can see, we are pretty much in sync, you know, all doing pretty well. That's Thriller, in case you didn't recognize it. And then we broke it down into this Avicii. Not too bad, I know. It looks actually pretty decent from here and in fast forward. So we're like, oh, we're totally ready for our performance for Sommerfest, right? So we all get together and we are putting these makeups on our face. There you see me as one of the makeup artists. And this is Frau Heinze talking about all the acts.
Guten Abend. This is der Pepe Perle Tanz. Eine Tanz, Entschuldigung, mein Deutsch ist nicht so gut, aber ein Mix of Michael Jackson and Avicii. And wir müssen wir like this.
Thanks for the intro, Juan. We had to do a little Danglish, German English there, because we don't really speak it too well. And here is our thriller moves for the actual dance, performing in front of people. And we're a little offbeat. Luckily, you can't tell in ×8 fast forward. But Avicii went really well. Not a problem. We were very excited to show off. And like I said, we were supposed to incorporate the audience here, but we forgot. So we decided, hey, now that they're asking for an encore, let's do cha-cha slide. And there it is, everyone trying to do the cha-cha slide. It was hard, the speakers weren't really loud enough, but you know, we kind of just went with it. And there we are doing Cotton Eye Joe. You see me in the wreckage.
I hope everyone at home enjoyed that because we worked really hard on it, like 7 hours. I know it didn't show when I did it, but everyone else looked great.
Frau Heinze says this was the best performance from the Americans.
After 29 years, what's up? It's been 29 years. And Silke also said that she was so proud of us. It could be true.
Circle loves it.
Yeah, she does. It's all about me. It totally is.
Do you see this? Sweat?
Yeah, you definitely have a sweat bead right here. A sweat bead right there. And right here.
I have Ashley sweat in every single one of my vlog videos. You're always like, oh my god, I'm sweating.
This is Ha-El, by the way, our videographer. He is also filming here, which was our best flash mob and best performance. Yes, it's a little fast so you can't see, but it was awesome. Now, Meersburg, here we are. We are on the ferry over to Meersburg. We left from Konstanz. As you can see, the water looks beautiful, gorgeous. That's us coming into Meersburg and people leaving out of their cars. Pretty sweet. This is one of the hotels there. Very nice little patio, little castle action. And here's the town. So you see very colorful, a lot of people, a lot of tourists go there. Fresh fruit, delicious. So there's more of the town and people walking all over the place. We had a little lookout point from the top where that little castle was, and that's the view. Here's some more pretty buildings, alleyways. I mean, it's beautiful everywhere. And actually this building right here has this little water thing. Pretty cool. We ate lunch there. That's a German toilet. Yeah, dancing, old people dancing, go Gators, and it was really freaking windy. I mean, it could almost pick us up off the ground. And this is us sailing back home. Yep, and driving.